Today's video is going to be on labels, and I think this is a really important topic. Before I get too much into my experiences, I need to talk a little bit about the concept of labels, why we have them, and my feelings on them, just because as a starseed, as a indigo, as a crystal, we're thrown all of these labels, and I understand why we need labels. Trying to understand and categorize certain aspects of the new beings coming in, I get that. It makes it a little bit easier. The problem is when you take everything at face value and you put yourself into a category, what's left after that category? What's left after that label? If you say, I am an indigo, I fit some of the characteristics, so I must fit them all in some way, you know. Now you're just assuming, and you're not really digging deep down inside. You don't have to fit every single concept of what an indigo is, or every single concept of what a starseed is. We are different. Each and every one of us, we're different, regardless if we're lightworkers, if we're starseeds, you know, whatever we categorize into. We don't need to fit into a specific label. That is what I really want to talk about, because in order for me to make the videos a little bit easier for you to understand, I probably will end up using labels, but I just want to make sure that when I specify a label, don't feel like it defines who you are, because I myself don't fit into a label. I'm a little bit of everything. When they say, like, I have clear hearing, or I have clear seeing, or you know, all that stuff, what if you have a multitude of them? You know, you don't just fit into one. I don't just fit into one, and you should not fit yourself into one label either, or even 10 labels. You know, be who you are, discover who you are. If you're using it to research, if you're using the classification to learn more about that side of yourself, if you take what fits you and you leave the rest, that's perfect. That's what the label is supposed to do. It's supposed to give us a starting point for research, and it's supposed to easily categorize or organize specific characteristics into one component. So if you look at it from that standpoint and you say, well, I kind of sort of fit into an indigo, but not really. I kind of also fit into a rainbow. Well, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's my point about labels. So use labels loosely. Don't use them to define who you are. Use them as a starting point to search, to dig deeper, and take what fits with those definitions and just leave what doesn't. And that will make your whole world a lot easier, a lot more painless. Because I think a lot of us really get frustrated over labels, because we say, oh, well, how come if I'm supposed to be this specific label, how come every single listing that they have doesn't really fit me? Why? What's wrong with me? There is nothing wrong with you. You are not a label. You are yourself. You're beautiful. You are here with a purpose. Everybody's purpose is different, even though we can come together as a community to help heal the planet and help raise vibrations. And you know, we do this together as a community, but each individual is from source. Each individual is unique. You know, my story is not going to be the same as your story. And that's fine. You know, that's excellent. Be yourself. Be an individual. Don't rely on labels. When I was going through everything in the beginning, I didn't have the internet. The internet was not something that was born yet. That kind of shows you my age. But we didn't even have labels like, you know, indigo, crystal, twin flame. We didn't have those labels. And we had to do it the old-fashioned way. We had to get a book out and we had to read, and we had to kind of put two and two together. And so for the new generations coming in and the new ones who are opening up and, you know, seeing things the way they are and wanting to know why they're different and why they don't fit and what, you know, how can they better understand themselves. Now we have labels. Previously we didn't. That's what I wanted to say, and I think is really important. I hope you guys enjoy this channel, and there will be a lot more of the ET language from the An-Ra, and as well as some insights, and hopefully we can help you guys out. I've been on this journey for a long time. I've had over 20 years with another label, Twin Flame, and we can talk about that as well. So I look forward to it, and you know, be yourself. You guys are beautiful, you're smart, you're very intelligent beings. You know, I'm here for you.